Life is full of futuristic, must-have gadgets that have left an indelible mark on our world. These devices not only shaped the way we lived, but also became the foundation for the gadgets that we can't live without today. So these are the forgotten gadgets from the past that everyone wanted. The pocket transistor radio is a true classic, specifically the Regency TR-1. Invented by Texas Instruments in the 1950s, it was a game changer when it came to listening to the radio, allowing people for the first time to take their music with them wherever they went. Before the TR-1, radios were bulky and mostly confined to the home, but not this pocket transistor radio. It was compact, battery-powered, and incredibly portable. Now kids could ride their bike around town, hang out in their treehouse, or just sit on the front stoop and listen to their favorite music or radio show. The Regency TR-1 was a catalyst for the growing popularity of portable electronics. A new device that transformed the way we interacted with our television sets was the remote control. In the 1950s, Zenith introduced the first practical TV remote, aptly named the Lazy Bones. This groundbreaking invention allowed viewers to change channels and adjust the volume without getting up from their couches. The only problem was that these remotes were plugged into the TV via a long wire, but at least you didn't have to get up and cross the room to turn the dial. This new technology paved the way for wireless remotes and more advances that can be found in many of the smart devices we use today. Recollection Road is proud to partner with Legacy Box. Watch until the end of this video to find out more about digitizing your family's irreplaceable memories, and then visit legacybox.com/recollection for an incredible 55% off. Another milestone in portable entertainment was the Sony TV8. Released in 1960, this portable TV was ahead of its time, weighing just 13 pounds. First off, it was the first complete transistor TV, and it featured a tiny black and white screen and an antenna that you could extend for better reception. While the screen was small and the picture quality was basic by today's standards, it was a revelation at the time, so the device was expensive at $250. But it allowed people to watch their favorite shows on the go, and it could be powered by plugging it in or using a 6-volt battery pack. Who remembers the Philishave battery shaver by Philips? In the 1950s, this gadget made shaving on the go possible. Its compact design and battery-powered operation made it something that many busy men wanted to have. The device was connected by a cord to a battery pack that doubled as a small mirror. It all came in a nice carrying case that could be packed easily into a suitcase or briefcase. The Philishave ensured that you always looked your best, no matter where you were. What could make playing outside with friends even better? How about a set of Sears Walkie-Talkies? This made playing a game of cops and robbers in the 1960s even more exciting. These handheld devices would use the Citizen Band Channel 14 and operated at up to 3/4 of a mile. What kid didn't want a set of these? The possibilities of exploring and creating adventures with these walkie-talkies made them a must-have Christmas gift. It seems that new gadgets were all about being portable and pocket-sized. The Kodak Instamatic camera was no different. Released in the 1960s, this camera brought photography to the masses because it was so simple to use. The Instamatic used film cartridges, making it incredibly easy and convenient for everyday photography. It was truly the first point-and-shoot camera, making it easier than ever to document a family vacation or any special occasion. The Instamatic camera is an icon that paved the way for more modern photography using smartphones, especially with the social media app Instagram. The Armatron Robot was released in the late 1970s, and it was one of the first consumer robots available, albeit a fun toy for kids. The Armatron, which was sold at Radio Shack, featured a crane and claw-like arm that could pick up some small objects, which provided hours of entertainment for children. While its capabilities were pretty limited, operating the joysticks made you feel like you were at the forefront of robotics. Let's fast forward to the 1980s now, and take a look at the iconic Sony Walkman. This portable cassette player was actually released in 1979, but really made its mark in the US during the 1980s. It fundamentally changed the way we listen to music. With its sleek design and the ability to play cassette tapes, it gave people the freedom to choose the music and play it anywhere they wanted. It was really a cultural phenomenon. It was an extension of the pocket transistor radio and a precursor to the way we listen to music from our phones today. The 1980s introduced us to the world of instant communication, especially when it comes to Motorola beepers. These devices, sometimes referred to as pagers, were first created by Motorola in 1964. But during the 1980s, beepers were equipped with alphanumeric displays that allowed people to receive short messages and phone numbers wherever they were. While this may seem rudimentary by today's standards, they were revolutionary at the time. Some professions relied heavily on these devices, and by just clipping one on your belt, it made you feel a little more important. Speaking of the future, the 1980s introduced us to another new era of communication with the Motorola Dinac mobile phone. While these early mobile phones were bulky and very expensive by today's standards, they were a significant step towards the compact and feature-packed smartphones we rely on today. Everyone wanted one of these phones, and that may be because they were featured in movies like Wall Street and on television shows like Saved by the Bell. The Motorola Dinac offered the freedom of making phone calls from anywhere, laying the foundation for the mobile revolution. After the success of the Kodak Instamatic camera, Kodak brought us another revolution in the form of disposable cameras, starting in the 1980s. The Kodak Fling was an inexpensive, single-use camera inside a cardboard box. The Fling was lightweight, affordable, and required no technical expertise to use. These disposable cameras became perfect for one-off events, like vacations and parties. Therefore, people bought them in droves. Since then, disposable cameras have been equipped with a flash, and they now come in hard plastic cases. But their popularity has dramatically decreased ever since cell phones started to become equipped with cameras. Last but not least, who could forget the Nintendo Game Boy? Released in 1989, this handheld video game system took the world by storm, and every kid wanted one for Christmas. It featured a monochrome screen and a library of iconic games like Tetris and Super Mario Land. The Game Boy was a cultural phenomenon, and certainly a pioneer in portable gaming. For just $90, the power of Nintendo could now fit right in your pocket, just like many of the other gadgets on this list. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and make sure to sign up for the Recollection Road newsletter using the link in the description. Recollection Road and Legacy Box both believe it's important to preserve the past. If you're like me, there's a box of your family's treasured home movies and photos tucked away somewhere, and Legacy Box can help you preserve them digitally. The process is a simple and safe solution for converting your home movies and photos to thumb drive or to the cloud. Just send in your Legacy Box filled with old VHS and camcorder tapes, film reels, and pictures, and get back digital copies that can be easily enjoyed, shared, and kept organized. It's that easy. Legacy Box is trusted by over 1 million people, and it's all done right here in the USA. Get started preserving your past today. Go to legacybox.com/recollection to get an incredible 55% off. Buy today to take advantage of this exclusive offer and send in your memories when you're ready. Go to legacybox.com/recollection to save 55% while supplies last. If you enjoyed this video, consider watching the other videos in this series. While you're at it, hit subscribe and share Recollection Road with someone you know. As always, thank you so much for watching.